So I was sitting here, right, thinking about Port Charles and how everything just went south so fast. You know how it is. You think you're doing a solid for someone, but then bam, the universe just decides to kick you in the teeth. And man, Rocco, that kid is spiraling. It's like watching a slow motion car crash. But instead of cars, it's just a bunch of bad decisions and a whole lot of, oh no, he didn't. I mean, let's talk about Jason Morgan first. The man is a tank, a literal human shield. He takes the fall for Rocco shooting Cullum because, well, that's just what Jason does. He's got this weird stoic hero complex that makes him jump into the fire without even blinking. But now, Jason's gone, swept away by the WSB. And let me tell you, when the WSB gets their claws in you, you're basically ghosted from reality. Dante, poor guy. He's a cop. He's a dad. And he's caught in the middle of a bureaucratic nightmare. He had to hand Jason over like a delivery package. No tracking number, no guaranteed delivery, just poof. And that's the kicker, right? The PCPD is totally out of the loop. They got no juice here. Cullum is WSB royalty, or at least he thinks he is. So this whole mess is federal now. I was thinking, like, what's even the point of being a local cop in Port Charles when these shadowy agencies just roll in and take your toys away? It's messed up, man. Totally bogus. And anyway, I'm looking at Rocco. Kid is a mess. Literal wreck. He's got this guilt eating him alive like some kind of parasite. He sees Danny Jason's own flesh and blood freaking out, and it's too much. Danny's worried, everyone's worried, and Rocco is just standing there with this secret burning a hole in his soul. It's heavy, man. You can feel the tension in the air, like that static before a big storm hits the coast. But here's where Rocco gets, well, he gets a bit extra. Not in a good way. He starts thinking, and this is where the logic just fails, totally flops. He thinks if Cullum had just died, maybe Jason wouldn't be in this hole. Or maybe it would have been self-defense. It's that classic what-if game that just leads you down a dark alley with no exit. He starts blaming Cullum for everything. Like, hey, if you weren't such a jerk and didn't get shot, my life would be easier. It's twisted, right? But that's how grief and fear work. They make you stupid. They make you reckless. So, my man Rocco decides he's going to finish the job. Yeah, you heard me. He wants to take another swing at Cullum. Talk about a bad move. That's like trying to pet a rattlesnake, because the first time it bit you, it didn't kill you. It's low-key insane. Cullum is just chilling in the hospital, all banged up and vulnerable, or so it looks. Rocco's thinking he can just waltz in there, maybe pull a plug, end the nightmare, but he's clueless. He doesn't realize that the WSB doesn't just leave their top dogs unguarded. Sure, there's a guard at the door, but these guys, they got eyes everywhere. Hidden cameras, plainclothes agents, pretending to read magazines in the lobby, the whole 9 yards. I'm telling you, this is a fail waiting to happen. Rocco is going to try to be a hero again, but he's going to end up in a jumpsuit. It's sad, really. He's just a kid trying to fix a mistake with a bigger mistake. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. You don't do that. And then there's Brennan. That guy is a whole other level of shady. He knows where Jason is. He's got the keys to the kingdom. But is he going to talk? Heck no. It's top secret. Hush, hush. The kind of stuff they bury in a desert somewhere. Brennan's playing the long game and everyone else is just pawns on the board. I keep thinking about the vibe in Port Charles right now. It's dark. It's heavy. You got kids like Danny and Rocco carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. It's a tough lesson, you know? You think life is simple. You think you can just do a good thing and it'll all work out. But nah. Life is messy. It's complicated. It's a hot mess, educationally speaking. And yeah, I'm putting on my teacher hat for a sec. This is a classic case of how choices have consequences, butterfly effect and all that jazz. One shot, one moment of panic, and now a dozen lives are ruined. Jason is in some dark hole. Rocco is on the verge of throwing his life away, and the WSB is just being the WSB. It's a lesson in restraint or lack thereof. Sometimes you gotta just breathe. You gotta step back and look at the big picture. But Rocco, he's too deep in it. He can't see the forest for the trees. He's just seeing Cullum as the monster under the bed that needs to be gone. It's a bummer, man. A total drag. Let's get real for a minute. I've seen this happen before. People get desperate. They think they can outsmart the system, but the system is built to survive. It's built to win. And a kid like Rocco, he's just a blip on the radar. He's going to walk into that hospital room and he's going to think he's being stealthy, like some kind of ninja. But he's probably going to trip over his own feet or get caught by a nurse before he even sees a shadow of a guard, or worse. He actually makes it to the bed, and then what? He pulls the tube, the alarms go off, and boom, he's done, he's cooked. And for what? Jason is still going to be in WSB custody. The charges against Jason aren't just going to vanish because Cullum is dead. If anything, it makes it worse. Now it's a murder investigation. It's a whole thing. I feel for the kid. I really do. He's scared. He's lonely. He feels like he's lost his father figure in Jason, and his real father, Dante, is too busy being a cop to really see what's going on in his son's head. It's that classic disconnect. We see it all the time, don't we? Parents trying to do their best but missing the obvious signs that their kid is losing it. And then there's the whole community aspect. Everyone is worried about Jason. He's the OG of Port Charles. He's the one everyone looks to when things get real. Without him, there's this vacuum, a hole in the heart of the city. And Rocco is standing right on the edge of that hole, looking down into the abyss. It's wild, man. Just totally out there. I hope he finds a way out. I really do. But GH, spoilers aren't looking good for our boy. They're teasing a downward spiral. They're saying he's going to make a stupid move. And in this world, stupid moves usually mean prison time or worse. You ever feel like you're just stuck? Like you're in a room with no doors and the walls are closing in? That's Rocco. That's exactly where he is. And he thinks the only way out is to blow a hole in the wall. But he doesn't realize there's an ocean on the other side. I guess what I'm trying to say is we got to watch out for each other. We got to pay attention to the kids. We got to see the shook faces and the stressed out vibes before they turn into act out moments. Because once you cross that line, there's no going back. Your history. And man, the dialogue in this show lately, it's like they're trying to say something without saying it. You know what I mean? All those glances and half sentences, like when Dante's talking to the WSB guys. You can see the anger in his eyes, but he's got to play it cool. He's got to be the professional, but inside, he's fuming. He's ticked off. It reminds me of this one time. Actually, never mind. That's a story for another day. Let's stick to the drama at hand. Rocco sneaking into the hospital. Can you imagine the tension, the beeping of the machines, the smell of antiseptic? It's enough to make anyone clutch. He's going to be sweating buckets, heart racing like a hummingbird. He's going to think he's invisible, but he's not. He's just a target. And if he gets caught, man, the fallout. Dante's career, probably over. Jason's sacrifice, wasted. It's just a messy situation all around. I'm honestly split on how this is going to go down. Part of me wants Rocco to get away with it. Not the killing part, but the getting caught part. I want him to realize he's being a dunce before he actually does anything. But this is daytime TV. They love a good tragedy. They love to see a character hit rock bottom so they can spend the next 3 years climbing back up. So here we are, waiting, watching, hoping that maybe, just maybe, someone stops him. Maybe Brennan decides to be a hero for once and spills the beans to someone who can help. Or maybe Jason finds a way to escape, though that's a long shot even for him. The whole Jason as a sacrificial lamb thing is getting a bit old though, don't you think? I mean, I love the guy, but come on, let someone else take a hit for once. But I guess that's the brand. Jason Morgan, professional fall guy. Anyway, I'm rambling now, but you get the point. The stakes are high, the nerves are frayed, and Rocco is about to pull a pro gamer move that's going to end in a game over screen. It's a bummer, for real. I just hope Danny is okay, That kid has been through enough. He doesn't need his cousin going to the big house too. It's like, can we just have 1 week where someone doesn't get shot or kidnapped? Just one? Probably not. That wouldn't be Port Charles. So, what do you guys think? Is Rocco gonzo? Is he going to actually try to pull the plug? Or is he going to get busted before he even hits the elevator? I'm betting on the busted part. The WSB doesn't play around. They're like the boogeyman of government agencies. You don't even know they're there until you're already in handcuffs. It's scary stuff. But hey, that's why we watch, right? For the drama, for the what ifs, for the oh my gosh, did he just do that moments. And Rocco, he's about to give us a big one. I'm worried for the kid. He's so young. He's got his whole life ahead of him. And he's about to throw it all away for a hunch and some guilt. It's a tragedy in the making. Well, I guess I've said my piece. I'm going to go grab some coffee and try to process all this madness. It's a lot, a whole lot. See you on the flip side, everyone. Keep your eyes peeled. Things are about to get real in Port Charles, and not the fun kind of real, the oh crap, what now kind of real. Stay cool, stay safe. And for heaven's sake, don't go sneaking into any hospital rooms to finish off WSB directors. It's a bad look. Totally cringe. All right, I'm out. Catch you later. Peace. Or whatever. Just watch the show. It's going to be insane. Man, I really hope Jason is okay. He's like the anchor of this whole crazy boat. Without him, we're all just drifting in a sea of bad writing and wild plot twists. Anyway, bye. For real this time. I think... Wait, did I mention Cullum? Yeah, that guy is a jerk. But even jerks don't deserve to be plug pulled by a teenager. It's unethical and illegal and just plain wrong. Okay, now I'm really done. Later. Seriously. Bye. Wait, keep an eye on Brennan. He's shifty as heck, like a fox in a hen house, or whatever that saying is. You know what I mean. He's up to no good. Alright, peace out. Finally,